Hello, and welcome to the Retreat Tea and Wellness. I'm Adam Meyer, and today I'd like to tell you about Cha Chi and the Five Gates. So what is Cha Chi? Well, Cha Chi means tea energy. But what does that really mean? Well, in Chinese medicine theory, we have this idea called qi. Now, many people have heard of this word qi, and often it's translated as energy. Some people talk about it as life force, vitality, electricity, and so on. And realistically, it is all of those things. In fact, in cultures across the world, this concept of a vital energy, a vital life force, has existed for thousands of years. In Chinese medicine, we call it qi. In Japan, it's known as ki. In yoga and Ayurveda, prana, and around the world, it is given many names. But the idea behind all of these terms is this vital energy, this energetic principle underlying all matter, all of reality. And so all things are qi. All things have qi. I like to think about it like this. Albert Einstein said E equals mc squared. Energy equals matter times the speed of light squared. In other words, energy and matter are just opposite ends of a spectrum. If you took something material like this teapot and you sped it up fast enough, eventually it would become pure energy. Well, instead of E equals mc squared, let's just think about Chi equals mc squared, and you have the exact same idea. So in essence, all things are Chi, all things are energy. They're just mostly vibrating at a slower rate that make them a teapot or a teacup, or in the case of Cha Chi, the tea itself. So when it comes to experience Cha Chi or tea energy, how do we go about and do that? Well, the answer is through the five gates. Now, what are the five gates? Well, they are our five senses. The five gates are our vision, our sense of smell, touch, taste, and hearing. So when it comes to tea, we move through the five gates in a very specific manner, like so. The first thing you do after you brew yourself a nice bowl of tea, like this, or a smaller Gong Fu style cup of tea, is to take a moment and take in the Cha Chi, take the Chi energy in through your eyes. Just take a look at the liquid, the tea liquor as it's called, and just see what you see. Notice what you notice. There's no right, there's no wrong. Just hold your cup of tea and take a moment to observe it and allow that tea energy to soak in through your eyes. Just notice what you notice. The next step in experiencing Cha Chi through the five gates comes through our sense of smell. So take a moment and inhale the aroma of your beautiful tea. Now, generally, I recommend 3 nice deep inhales through the nose to really get into the aroma of the tea. Now, more than just the quality or the flavor or the smell of the tea, how does that aroma make you feel? Does it bring any imagery to your mind, any emotions or feeling into your body? Try to tap into that. That's beyond just the aroma. That's the Cha Chi. That's the tea energy that you're starting to pick up through the gate of aroma. Now, the third and fourth gates take place simultaneously, touch and taste. And these we get to experience when we actually start to drink the tea. Now, before you go and start gulping down your tea, there's something really fun that we get to do that's part of ceremonial tea drinking, and that is slurping. That's right. You may have been told all your life not to slurp your drinks, not to slurp your soup, but when it comes to tea ceremony and it comes to experiencing Cha Chi, we get to slurp. Now, there's 2 reasons for this slurping. Number 1 is slurping actually helps to cool down the tea. Although, generally, if it's too hot to hold, it's probably too hot to drink. So just be patient, take in a little more of the tea energy through your eyes and through the aroma before you start to drink it. But once that tea is at a nice temperature and ready to drink, we slurp. So first of all, to cool down the liquid, and secondly, slurping actually helps to aerate the tea, and by doing so, we release even more aroma, which leads to even more flavor. When you drink the liquid, notice how it feels in your mouth. Is it smooth? Is it rough? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it easy to swallow, or does there seem to be some effort required? These are all the touch component that we talk about with experiencing the energy of tea. And then, of course, taste. How does it taste? Is it sweet? Is it bitter? Is it bland? Does it remind you of something? Just see how it feels for you. There's no right or wrong answer. See how it responds in your system. Now you want to make sure that slurp is nice and vigorous so you can really cool down the liquid and get a bunch of flavor. And don't be in a rush to swallow down the tea. If you like, keep that liquid in your mouth, swoosh it around, see how it feels on your tongue, on your teeth, on your cheeks. Really get into the feeling of that tea and the feeling of that tea energy. And of course, as you swallow, notice the flavor, but afterwards as well, notice the flavor that lingers. Often tea will taste different when you're drinking it and afterwards. So really try to notice what you notice. Now the fifth and final gate is one of the most fun, and this is where we talk about listening to the tea. Now of course you're welcome to put your teacup up to your ear and see what you hear, but that's not really what we're talking about. The fifth gate is the most subtle of all the gates, and it's not about the sound of the tea, but it's about listening to the tea energy. It's about really tapping into your body and feeling what the tea is telling you. Listen to what the tea is teaching you. Different teas will have different effects on your body. Some will be more grounding. Some will be more energizing. Some have beautiful movement that you might notice. Some will bring you to a sense of great stillness. So the more tea that you drink, the more that you listen to the tea, you'll notice these differences. But no matter what kind of tea you drink or what method you use to brew it, you can experience it through the 5 gates. So look, smell, touch and taste, and then listen. I invite you to close your eyes and really take a moment to check in with your body, with your mind, and with your emotions, and see what you feel. What is this tea trying to tell you? What is this tea trying to teach you? And as with all ceremonial tea sessions, everyone is unique. So just because you taste this tea today, it doesn't mean it's going to give you the same experience tomorrow or the next week or so on. So I encourage you, take some time, take your favorite tea out of the cabinet, brew up a cup or a bowl, and take a moment to experience Cha Chi, tea energy, through the 5 gates. And once you've done that, let me know how it goes for you. Post it down in the comments. Let me know what you experienced. What did you see, smell, touch, taste, and hear? What did the tea teach you? And of course, if you've got any questions about Cha Chi or the 5 gates or anything else that we've discussed in this video, please feel free to drop your questions and your comments down below. And I look forward to continuing the conversation with you. Until the next time we meet, I wish you many beautiful sacred bowls of tea and blessings of love, light, and wellness to you.